welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you aren't new here. My name is berrrlynn, and today we're continuing Hogwarts Legacy. I've been collecting some things on the side, while, so as not to bore everybody.
Revelio.
What that little thing? But yeah, so in the meantime, that's what I've been doing. And now we're gonna continue forward with some of the main quests, I believe. I'm just gonna go. Oh, it's just Bo. He's, he's always anxious about something. Takes after his mama.
Someone's going to regret trespass.
Oh, well.
How unfortunate for you.
Cool, bruh. It's very rude. Can't return. Where am I?
Highwing! Go!
Yeah, highway. Move. Yes. Wonder what we're gonna be doing with Poppy. I imagine something beast related. This robe is the one that you get when you collect all of those flying keys, the dead medallion keys. That was a treasure at the end, so it's pretty.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her. She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the poachers are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Horntail Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making, at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. The poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
Thanks. I like this robe too. Oh, I want to, Alright, Poppy. Let's go look for clues.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
Man, that's so dark. You could see right through me. Crazy.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious.
Bo.
That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water.
You mean like the animals don't normally attack you? Huh.
Revelio.
This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Looks like poachers were here.
Pelts. Poor beasts. Still smoking. They can't have been gone long. Revelio.
Uh-oh.
Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
Look at that skull.
Revelio. This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
Goblin poachers.
Anything interesting?
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here. I don't have a good feeling about this.
Merlin only knows.
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
I can make a couple
Look,
guesses.
down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures, though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet approach?
Oops.
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
Oh, that's a brilliant idea.
It's my go-to. I hate stealthy parts in games, but I always try to go in for the sneak attack.
It's been ages since I've found anything worth poaching near Craig.
Wow, there's a lot of them.
Can't figure out why there's such a fuss over poaching. There's enough dumb beasts for everyone.
I've heard centaurs quieter than you. Is that you, Royland?
Let's destroy the bridge.
Bombarda.
Hang on!
I'm scared of heights! Shall we finish what is started? The lamb returns to the wolf.
I must know that man, I don't know.
What have you done?
This is a battle.
Nothing more than
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
Minister of Magic. The mom.
Revelio.
What was that sound? Wait, I just removed that from my...
The Peril. Revelio.
Take all the money. Keep it everything you got. Dragon skull. Yeah, we don't mess around, yo. Don't mess around at all.
What in Merlin's name? Are those dragons? It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now. And the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizardkind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being on the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
That's it. I bet it's the word.
So mean, poor dragons.
Don't know what Victor was sinking straight in a bargain with.
That didn't work.
This is a fast way to get yourself killed. Do you know that? Bored. I'm bored up here. Ringo! I'll never get used to battling vegetarian.
Definitely the opposite. definitely not. What? Oh, she threw a cabbage at them. Unless I did accidentally. I don't think so.
Revelio.
Well, we're supposed to go this way. Can't get in here though. Maybe we have to go around. Maybe this way.
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far.
That's kind of cool.
I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is going to get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to work alongside any of them. Don't know how Ramrock's stomach's being near Rookwood. Foul beast.
Not much longer now. Soon our necks will be out from under wizarding boots. Wizard kind will pay for what they've done.
Got him. Yeah, I upgraded my Petrificus Totalis, so now it has like an AoE effect. So if there's like other people in the area nearby when I use it, it gets them as well. So it's cool. That's the first time I have used it since. We could help all of them. Hate these poachers. There's a lot up here.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite the fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's even her up, shall we? A more hushed approach is likely wise.
We're gonna save this dragon.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it. Can't leave it here, not with the plans they likely have for it.
Don't worry, we're gonna get it. I didn't want to get the apple.
Hello.
It's on fire.
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
Revelio.
What I wouldn't give to be a demiguise.
Demiguise.
one we're looking for, and you brought a friend. To get my claw. Such arrows.
Movie.
I hate
Back to the... Back to the front with you. You are terribly outmatched. Surely you can see that.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
This way.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing the egg we have belongs to that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know. Nothing about this day was expected. Not the goblins, and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
Since the dragon we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
Thanks, puppy. Well, got a dragon egg now. But yeah, if you are familiar with the books or the movies,
After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide, attend my class to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
your progress. So let me check those quests. Just take a moment here.
Revelio.
Yeah, that was neat. Why is it leading me out of the library?
Can't catch thieves! Woohoo!
Revelio.
I feel like it'd be silly to not hire anybody with that accomplishment. Yeah, I guess this is taking me to the underground harbor first. But oh. I don't know that I've ever been here. This is cool. Hey.
So this is the underground harbor. Revelio. The Grey Lady. I'd say hello, but she doesn't seem particularly social.
She just ran away. Located deep beneath the viaduct courtyard is the landing for boats delivering first-year students across the Black Lake at the 2 Hogwarts.
Revelio.
Guess if I were a ghost, I'd wanna... I don't know if I'd want to dance down here in the water, but to each his own. Oh, I thought I could jump it. I did not jump. Oh, oh. Got him. Got him.
Revelio.
And they disappeared. leads you out here. How interesting. It's gonna be really cold water.
My mother would like to speak with me. I believe she has learned about some of what we've been up to. I'm hoping she may be easier on me if you are there.
Can we meet at the Three Broomsticks? It may finally be safe since we rescued the dragon from Horntail Hall.
My character looks so enthused. Shit, dead eyes.
Revelio.
Back to the library. Biblioteca.
That book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
Sorry, my puppy was having a dream. But it didn't sound like a good one, so I was talking to him to wake him up. Good boy.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration.
How did you know?
Professor Weasley asked me to, get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humour me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The Golden Snidget.
Correct! The Snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done! Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organised competitions. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The Quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle through one of 3 hoops in a Quidditch match, their team is awarded 10 points. True or false? Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
False.
Correct. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I think I'm gonna I just am curious about the
I'd
other
like to
ones.
answer more questions.
What governmental body directly preceded the Ministry of Magic?
The Order of Merlin.
No, that's incorrect. The answer was the Wizards' Council. The Wizards' Council disbanded in 1707 after the creation of the International Statute of Wizarding Secrecy, which required a more structured government to support its enforcement. Which dragon breed is the smallest?
Ooh, I don't know these ones.
The Ukrainian Ironbelly.
No, I'm sorry, but the answer was the Peruvian Vipertooth. Though the Vipertooth is the smallest breed, averaging at around 15 feet in length, it is also the fastest breed and feared for its venomous fangs. Who founded the village of Hogsmeade?
Oh, it's...
Hengist of Woodcroft.
That's right! It
Yeah.
is believed that Hengist used the Three Broomsticks Inn as his home. The hide behind was accidentally created by crossbreeding a ghoul with what other magical creature?
A demiguise.
Yes! While the hide behind has the power of invisibility, those who have seen it have described it as a tall, thin monkey with silver hair. What is the only spell known to repel a letherfold?
Sounds terrifying.
The Knockback Jinx.
Actually, the answer was the Patronus charm. The only known survivor of a letherfold attack was a wizard named Flavius Belby, who was on holiday in Papua New Guinea at the time. Who published the law of elemental transfiguration?
Wow, this is some pretty deep quiz stuff here.
Lavanda Montmorency.
That's incorrect. The answer I was looking for was Gamp. One of the principal exceptions to Gamp's law is that food cannot be conjured, though it can be summoned. What does the Hogwarts motto translate to?
Oh, I know this one.
Never tickle a sleeping dragon.
Correct. In Latin, the Hogwarts motto is Draco Dormiens Nunquam Titillamus. Which magical creature is the only one known to produce eggs through its mouth?
Ooh.
The Basilisk.
That's incorrect. The correct answer was the Rune's Paw. According to Parselmouths, each of the Rune's Paw's 3 heads serves a different function. The left head is the planner, the middle is the dreamer, and the right is the critic. Where is Ilvermorny School of Witchcraft and Wizardry located?
Ilvermorny.
The Pyrenees.
No, Ilvermorny is actually located on Mount Greylock. The American school was founded in the 17th century by Iseult Sayre and James Stewart. What is the most powerful love potion known to wizard kind?
Oh, that's
Amortentia.
That's the answer. Amortentia smells differently to every person, according to what they find attractive. Such as dusty book covers or...
I don't have time for another quiz at the moment.
Well,
That's fine. Come and find me if you'd like to try later.
I might play around with that later. That's so
I put the
interesting.
book back on the pedestal for you.
Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
Hi, Sean. Welcome back. This book is designed to help guide the student who wishes to pursue more complicated types of transfiguration. Professor Weasley often recommends it to her advanced students as a bit of light reading.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
We, just rescued a dragon from an underground, dragon fighting ring. So that was pretty cool. Now I have a dragon's egg, but I think we're gonna try to give it back to them or something. I have to meet up with Poppy again and see what she wants to do. I think she should just let me keep it. But, you know, We still have to meet up with the Deke too, but I think we're gonna go to Transfiguration.
I've always said.
A really big one.
Yeah, I guess it must be right over here.
We'll have to wait because it looks like it is nighttime. Oh, hello, cat. Probably. Looks like it. Double voice. Pitch the cat.
Revelio.
I think there's like a number 2 lock in here, maybe. Someday. Professor Weasley, teach me all the things.
Beautiful.
Settle down. Settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do. Beautifully done. Class is dismissed. And remember, now is not the time to ease off your studying. OWLs will... Before you know it.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor.
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed. And frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to an ex-aura in Upper Hogsfield connected in any way to Professor Fig? I can't begin to imagine what that was about.
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can, in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed. If you wish to practice the spell you just learned, the training dummy is available. Glad to see you were paying close attention to my demonstration of the transformation spell. Leviosa. Bombarda.
Since our visit to Feldcourt, something dawned on me about the triptych. Meet me at the Overlook, just north of the Forbidden Forest, and I'll explain.
My plan with the helmet failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Ooh, a meat.
I remember on...
It was weird.
Hello, Gareth. So, has your aunt been taking it a bit easier on you lately?
Unfortunately, no. In fact, a few days ago, she gave me a detention. I was only testing a new recipe in a mostly empty classroom, and the fire was put out quick enough.
You don't create anything worthwhile without setting a few things on fire.
Agreed. Innovators like us are unappreciated in our time. Can't let the doubters sway me. When they taste my latest brew, they'll forget their criticisms and the fires. It'll be bigger than butterbeer. Oh, that gives me an idea. Better write it down. Best of luck to you.
Mr. Weasley.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
The Wonka Vader. That is pretty accurate description, I'd say. Cool, now I can put the Thestral. Well, I don't know if Beachy. Are they beachy creatures? Oh. Whoops, I didn't mean to throw that.
Professor Howin will never believe this.
I love our Thestral. So cool. We'll take care of them real quick while we're here. Look at this Yeah, they're so cool. Goth Pegasus is very accurate as well. Here you go. Oh, scary little Pegasus horsey thing. Here you go. Oh, it looked like he grabbed it out of my hand. I like the little hearts that come out of it. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Evil Pegasus. True.
Revelio.
Well, I guess we don't. I have thought something very similar before, actually, honestly, Sean. I've had those moments where I'm like, I don't know, you just, are we in a simulation?
Revelio.
Look at this little cow. Honey Jukes. Delivery.
Over here.
You'll see it was a mistake parting ways with me.
What?
Sir, is everything all right?
How kind of you to ask. The name's Ackley Barnes. And no, it is not. I'm plotting a sort of revenge against my ex-business partner, a conniving fiend by the name of Alfred Lawley. He cut me out of our herbology supply business, just as we were getting started. Said I was too volatile to work with. I'll show him volatile.
That must have been frustrating for you.
Yes, yes it was. Terribly. I'm simply passionate about my work. Supercilious fool. He's passionate about things too, as I intend to remind him by relieving him of his prized possession. A venomous tentacula he's grown from a seedling that was to be the keystone of our business venture. I can't get anywhere near it with Ruth Singer watching me like an augury. Lawley's doing, no doubt. But no one would suspect a student. How would you feel about committing some grand plant larceny?
You said Mr. Lawley was your ex-business partner. What were you working on?
I had an idea to train venomous tentacula, create guard plants, if you will, that attacked when ordered. We hit a snag when one ate Lawley's Kneasel. After that, he cut me out of the business, the short-sighted fiend.
Why do you need Mr. Lawley's venomous tentacula in particular?
Simple. If I have it, then Lawley doesn't. Ergo, I can launch my business, and he must start all over again. I'm killing two snidgets with one stone.
I'll get the venomous tentacula for you.
Marvelous. I know a fellow seeker of justice when I see one. Take as many herbology supplies as you like while you're in his cellar. All I ask is that you bring me the venomous tentacula. Remember, I just need that venomous tentacula.
Wow.
Seems I need to find Mr. Lawley's cellar.
Talk. That's good.
Oh, you have an answer for me about the butterfly?
No. Haven't found him yet, lady.
Revelio.
I'll say it again. Can't thank you enough for helping to save the village from those trolls.
You got it, Serona.
This is a change of pace from our last outing.
Don't remind me. The thought of that tent still makes my blood boil. I've been thinking about those poor dragons in the fighting ring. The collars they were wearing, they appeared to be goblin silver. I think a collar is precisely what we found at that poacher camp. I've never known poachers to use anything like that before.
The dragon that attacked my carriage was wearing a collar, and Professor Fig was genuinely baffled by its behavior.
That attack always did strike me as a little strange, seemingly coming out of nowhere. Surely you aren't suggesting that the collars somehow control the poor creatures?
Exactly.
Merlin, I don't think the dragon we set free was wearing a collar, but we should check. And if we can find her, we can return her egg.
That's a good idea. We need to see this through.
I'll start looking into it right away. There was something else that I wanted to discuss with you. I didn't want to press it before. It seems I may have caused you more trouble with Victor Rookwood. Why is he after you?
Rookwood is working with Ranrock, and Ranrock is after something I found at Gringotts. Fig had a port key that led us there after the dragon attack. It's a bit of a long story, and Fig had asked that I not speak of it yet.
Goodness. Well, that certainly helps to shed light on what we saw at the tent. Don't worry, I'll guard your secret as if it were my own. I shan't press for more details. In fact, I should probably be going. I'd like to track that dragon down as soon as I can. I'll let you know when I have news of her location.
So we're gonna track down a dragon.
Talk about you taking down that troll in the village circle. You certainly made an impression.
I know, I'm amazed.
Someone certainly culled Ranrock's loyalists.
I can always rely on my Patronus to keep me safe.
What's the point of toiling?
It's so funny that she asked that though, but that's like definitely so true. You know you're gonna get in trouble, so you're like, can you come in with me? I know my mom's gonna be mad because I'm late. She won't yell at me if you're here.
Your mother?
I had hoped to speak with you alone, Natsai.
Your message mentioned your concern about an unusual creature that was spotted in the woods near Hogsmeade. That could have been anything.
You know what it was, Natsai.
I am allowed to leave the castle. I am always careful, Mother.
Careful? Officer Singer disagrees. She sent me an owl telling me that you have been trying to collect evidence of some kind against dark wizards. She berated me for not keeping a closer eye on you. And she is right. I do not want you visiting Hogsmeade for the near future.
But Mother!
My little gazelle, you are well-intentioned, but you must not meddle in the affairs of dangerous people.
If someone had meddled in Matabeleland, Father would still be with us.
I must get to class. Perhaps your friend can get you to listen to reason.
So frustrating. She never listens to me.
She called you her little gazelle. Is that a term of endearment where you're from?
It is specific to me. I am the unusual creature in Hogsmeade she mentioned. Self-transfiguration is not taught at Hogwarts, so I am gently discouraged from practicing it. However, I am an animagus, and it is in my gazelle form that I have been able to wander the Highlands rather freely until now, much to my mother's chagrin. That is how I managed to spy on Rookwood and Harlow.
Were you born an animagus, or did you learn to become one?
Animagi are not born. The process is quite elaborate. It involves holding a mandrake leaf in one's mouth for an entire month.
then placing the leaf in a crystal phial so that it is imbued with moonlight, then adding one of your own hairs. And that is just the beginning. Self-transfiguration is common among students at Wagadu, but Professor Weasley considers it much too dangerous to teach at Hogwarts.
Can you choose what form your animagus will take?
Oh no, a person's animagus form is determined by their personality. My mother is convinced that my form is a gazelle because I adapt well to any situation. I believe it is because I can sense danger and keep my wits about me.
How does it feel to transform into an animal?
Well, the first time it can be a bit unnerving. I felt a kind of searing pain and a strong double heartbeat. But it gets easier the more you do it. I no longer feel any pain, and I must say, I find a sense of comfort in the double heartbeat. And I love being able to view the world from a different perspective.
Now the nickname makes sense. What an extraordinary ability to have.
It is. I love transforming, but Mother is less enthusiastic about it. She says that no creature, especially one as rare as a gazelle, should be bounding about where poaching has become so prevalent. She claims that she has foreseen tragedy befall me in my gazelle form. But she has used her sight to control me too many times. I no longer believe it.
We're making good progress. We can't quit now.
I agree. I have never considered quitting, even for a moment. You could have fled the moment you discovered that Rookwood, Harlow, and Ranrock were after you, but you did not. I choose to act as you have. I must deal with Rookwood and Harlow, not hide from them. My mother cannot know where I am all the time. Thank you for being here during that rather awkward conversation.
So she's an animagus too.
Revelio.
Interessante. A animal. She's an animal.
Convenient travel was before I invented flu powder.
But they don't have an animagi, or however you say it. They don't have one of those quizzes, which would be cool to see.
Revelio. Revelio.
Bombarda. I can't blow up with a pumpkin. I guess I have to level it up.
I have some promising news about the location of our Hebridean dragon friend and where to return her you-know-what. Meet me in the town circle in Hogsmeade.
Oh, let me change these out real quick so I'm not just chilling here. I bet I'll need debuffs. No, I don't know if they even have those in the wizarding world. Vegetable peeler. Oh.
Revelio.
Scared me. I was like, what? Who are these? There's a guide page right around here somewhere. There it is. Practice dummies. The residents of Feldcroft sometimes use these to practice their spellcasting, especially in light of recent goblin attacks. I know, right? I always have to come and meet people places. They never just come up to me and are like, hey. very true. They don't. They just send an owl when they need something from me. Nobody ever asks how I'm doing or how I am feeling. So rude. There he is.
You're here. Good.
Oh, you know what? Let's just save real quick. Just recurse. Save always.
Sebastian, that relic you mentioned.
I believe one of Slytherin's students stumbled upon the relic during an assignment to study sarcophagi in this catacomb. From what I read in a report by the student, they weren't permitted to take it with them, so I must assume it's still here. As I mentioned earlier, this relic grants its holder the power to reverse dark magic curses. If it's in this catacomb, I have to find it. For Anne. I need to see her.
I'm ready to explore the catacomb. Perhaps we can visit Anne when we've finished.
Perfect. By the way, Ominous has been asking about you. You didn't tell him what we were doing, did you?
I didn't, I promise.
Good. Ominous would be livid if he knew what we were about to do. I'll be interested to compare what lies inside to what I've read about this catacomb.
Catacomb. Alright, so good. Usually he leads the way.
Revelio.
Oh gosh.
We must remain unseen.
Oh boy.
Bombarda. At least now we know we're not alone in here.
Perhaps that was it. And the rest of the tomb will be insect-free.
Spiders aren't insects.
Don't start.
Oh. The leg was just full of.
This room is taller than it looks.
Accio. Opening all of these is tempting.
We're here for a reason. I'd say opening them all is justified.
Confringo. Confringo. Accio.
Oh, I knew that one of them was gonna have a spider. Alright.
Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa.
Finding a chest in an inconspicuous loft. Brilliant.
Revelio.
Hey. Don't talk like you know you're in a video game.
Silent as a grave.
Revelio.
Ay, ay, ay. Spider. Oh, he's strong. comical.
Revelio.
Oh, is it because there's a spider web in front of it? Of course. Uh-oh. Watch that, like, alert them, they come running through the doors.
Quieter than a jobber knob.
Which way did we come from? This way, right? No.
Revelio.
Now this is the sort of great room I want to be buried in.
Surrounded by grandeur.
Grandeur and then some. Even an altar with a pile of bones. Lovely.
Bones outside a sarcophagus. Seems odd.
Right? Oh. Of course. Of course you would. That's what I'm saying. I foolishly mentioned the relic in my report and was reminded to leave it where it lay, but research must come before my fealty to the rules. I said something about this relic. I was told that those chosen by English oak wands have powerful intuition. I believe it. Therefore, when no one was looking, I acted. I conjured 2 barricades to isolate the relic. Ancestors forgive me, but I used their very bones as the key. I plan to return to it, but first I must ready myself for our next assignment, learning the Imperious Curse. The spell is said to serve well against enemies.
What did you find?
Not target that.
Looks like part of a student's diary. It mentions plans to return to the relic and conjuring barricades using bones.
Of course. The student's summary referenced a space beyond the Great Room, which means this can't be a dead end. I have the report if you want to have a look. Let's divide and conquer. You work on sorting out the bone barricades. I'll look around and see what we missed. Hold on to that diary entry. There may be more to it.
It does mention something else. It says their next assignment was learning the Imperious Curse.
Really? Interesting. We need to focus on moving beyond this room. But let me think for a moment.
Of course. I'll start to search for those barricades.
Brilliant. There's more to this than even I imagined. Look, bones stacked oddly on either side of this archway.
Leave no stone unturned. Or, in this case, no bone. We're in a tomb. I assume eerie sounds come with the territory.
Scarecrow sorcerer hat. Oh, more bugs. some bones, sir. One little bone. Ooh, the way they move is creepy.
That's a lot of bone, I think.
I forgot to keep my trigger down. It is a neat.
You've done it.
Thing.
I knew we'd get through. I felt it in my bones.
Nice.
Nice touch. Creepy catacombs, bone puzzles. Nice touch.
Before we trudge on further, I've just realized something. The student's diary mentions the Imperious Curse. I wouldn't be surprised if we're going to need it here. It's an unforgivable, but useful when you're outnumbered. Places the victim completely under the caster's control. So, if you'd like to learn Imperio, I can teach you.
Where did you learn the Imperious Curse?
I taught myself. Don't tell Ominous that I've told you. It's not exactly something I can brag about, but it may come in handy. I think you ought to know it.
Shouldn't I know more about what the curse entails?
Remember the blasting curse? Same idea, except when it comes to unforgivable curses, your intention has to be clear. You have to mean it.
It's probably wise to know the spell.
I couldn't agree more. A spell that could save your life shouldn't be unforgivable. You have a lot at stake. You have an ability that evidently no one's seen for centuries. Focus your wand movement. It's not an easy spell to master. Here we go. Something troubling ahead. Be on your guard.
Sorry, that's a cool effect.
Revelia.
See more spiders up ahead. I'm nauseous. I'm nauseous.
Another barricade. Considering how well you did on the last one, this should be a cinch.
How gracious of you.
I try. Oh. This looks different than what we faced before. Now we're also dealing with rune symbols.
Oh, great. Great.
that worked. Keep going.
Behind door number 1. See if something happens. Nope. It's looking like it right now, so. Well, we have a treasure chest.
Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Closer. Revelio.
Let's see. Swirly. Oh, I see that they've got those things on.
Accio.
That one and a circle. Did it open that way? Oh, hey.
Accio. Wingardium Leviosa.
You are head and shoulders above these bones. Nicely done.
Thanks. I know.
I see why Slytherin's student was so entranced with this place.
It's definitely creepy. I know, he needs to work on his puns.
For a moment there, I thought that would never end.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can definitely see why, like, if somebody was deathly afraid of spiders, this game would be horrible. Some big, scary spiders.
Revelio.
What are you waiting for, Sebastian?
Accio. Revelio.
Dead end. Lovely. All that for nothing.
Hold on. Don't give up yet.
Yeah, there might be. I think, you know, there's some puzzles in this. Okay. Oh, that's scary. The relic contains abundant potential. Its possibilities can benefit not only Wizard Guide but the world. But the dark sacrifice involved to realize its intent may be too great. Until we know more, please do not remove this relic.
Sebastian, the relic! Look!
Could it be?
The note and rendition of the relic. It matches. This must be where the student left the relic.
I can't believe it. After all this, it lines up. We've really found it.
What do you suppose is meant by the dark sacrifice required to realize the relic's potential?
I have no idea. But we're here for the relic.
I'm willing to ignore what the journal says. We're taking the relic.
Agreed. This is meant to be. For Anne's sake, I'm taking it. Let's get to Feldcroft. I must keep this relic secret. Especially from my uncle.
It's probably gonna be like a big, nasty spider or something. Oh, he's all the way up there.
Is that ominous? Ominous.
Oh.
The sounds we kept hearing. It was you.
You gave me no choice. I had to follow you. Sebastian, please, leave the relic alone. We can find another way to help Anne.
I'm sorry, Ominous, but I'm taking it.
No, you're not. If you won't put it back, then I will.
Hold on, both of you. Sebastian, please, take a step back.
Fine. But Ominous knows. I won't step back from a fight.
Can't believe this.
How much did you hear?
Everything. I heard you encourage Sebastian to take the relic.
Sebastian's done his research. He knows what he's doing.
Sebastian makes things sound easy when they could be impossible or dangerous. We need to stop him.
And if nothing will change his mind?
Something has to. I need your help.
You're right. This seems far riskier than Sebastian realizes.
Good. We're agreed. We don't allow him to leave here with the relic.
I do think we should talk to him, but I fear we won't stop him from taking the relic.
What are you suggesting?
I'm suggesting we negotiate. We allow Sebastian to leave with the relic under one condition. After this, no more.
I feel that's what we agreed to in the scriptorium. I'm being taken for a fool.
You're not, Ominous. This may be the only way to keep your friendship intact. Let's trust him to know what's best.
Fine. If I trust him on this, I'm trusting you too. The dark arts seem harmless until it's too late. Go then. Leave with the relic. I'll not say a word more. I hope I don't regret this.
Sebastian! We're ready.
What is it? I haven't changed my mind.
Ominous has. Let's go.
What? Ominous?
I'll explain on the way. Come on.
So tough.
Revelio.
Oh no. Did we come?
Well, what happened back there?
Ominous and I found a compromise.
Ominous simply needs a moment with you and he'll change his mind. Is that it?
I told him we ought to give you this chance, that the relic is too important to ignore.
There has to be more to it than that. Tell me.
We agreed on what was needed, Sebastian. You have my word.
Sebastian.
I never wanted to keep all this from Ominous. He just doesn't understand. And I did want to worry him all over again.
Sure, Sebastian. I don't know. so nervous. Let me out of here.
As we were leaving, Ominous wouldn't even acknowledge me. That's not like him.
He was troubled, Sebastian. Even though we agreed to it all, it's been a lot to take in.
I thought he understood. He knew we couldn't give up. All of this is too important. For Anne.
Oh, nice to see you here. Ah, isn't the sea air refreshing?
Oh, do we have to walk? Is that part of the quest? Right. That's snow right where it belongs, in the woods. Exactly. Not on the road.
When we get to Feldcroft, I'd rather Anne not know what had to be done to get this relic. She thinks like Ominous. It'd only upset her.
She thinks like ominous, like, you know, a normal sane person. Is that just chimney smoke? Okay.
Oh no, this isn't good.
No.
What is it?
Smoke, over there, by the hamlet.
Oh no.
Feldcroft's in trouble. They're under attack.
Let's hurry.
Oh boy. Oh, buddy.
Enjoy suffering, do you?
At your service. Kill spell. Someone's here.
There's nowhere to go.
Tiger!
We have to fight.
Keep on short reach! Up for a bit of dying, are we? Let me also!
To the right!
Got him!
They're closing in!
We'll not win here.
Be careful! Mine!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them.
How nice of you to stop.
Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
I'm handling it!
Jeez.
One less human to worry.
I'll get you for that!
You call that spellcasting?
Keep out the way! Keep out of sword's reach!
You're weak, human. Get away!
You'll not win here.
Sebastian! Be careful! Mine!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Sebastian, you fool! Stop provoking them!
I'm handling it.
Handling it!
Oh my goodness.
Such arrogance.
We have to fight.
Keep out of
Let's see this.
Got it!
You'll not win here.
Mind!
We've got them. They'll retreat. We'll make them retreat.
Who do you think you are?
Oh god.
Boy! What have you done?
Saved my sister.
With an unforgivable curse. From that damned book, no doubt. Your father would be ashamed. You've gone too far, Sebastian. Stay away from her. From all of us.
What did my uncle expect me to do? The Imperious curse saved Anne's life. That goblin was going to kill her.
You did what you had to do.
If I have to keep proving that to my uncle, I will. He cannot banish me from my own home. From my sister.
It might be best to let him calm down a while. May I speak to him? Perhaps I can help to ease the tension a bit.
You may be right. Very well. Probably best if I get away from here for a while. I'll head back to Hogwarts.
Oh, man. Yeah, his uncle is just so mean to him.
Revelio. Pardon me, Mr. Sallow.
What Sebastian did was inexcusable. You cannot possibly be about to defend him.
Sebastian and I have encountered Ranrock's loyalists before. That goblin would have killed Anne.
This family does not resort to using dark magic, even against our enemies. What Sebastian did cannot be undone. That you are defending Sebastian's behavior at all tells me everything I need to know. You are as guilty as he is. Sebastian is to come nowhere near Feldcroft, nowhere near Anne. Unforgivable curses are so named for a reason. If I hear that either of you continues down this path, if either of you uses dark magic, I will notify the headmaster immediately. Why, Sebastian?
Level up, you. Wow. Poor Sebastian. He's got good intentions. He's just a little, passionate, I guess. But I think that's where I'm going to end it this evening. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. Keep an eye on the community tab. I'll let you know what's going on. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if you feel so inclined, leave a comment what you think about this whole situation, Sebastian and Ominous and all that in the comments below. Alright, I'll see you guys later.